You're watching your death scene. And right behind you is a beautiful bright light. A beautiful bright light. You could look at your shoulder and you can see that light coming over your shoulder. So as you look at your shoulder, can you see that light?
I see a person.
So you turned all the way around, and who is the person standing there?
The light is behind the person.
Ah, excellent. So that means someone has come out of the light to communicate with you and greet you. I want you to go ahead and make an introduction. Are they smiling?
Yes, it's a man in a suit.
Does his energy feel good?
Yes.
Beautiful. And what type of suit is he wearing?
Like our modern day suits.
Ah, very good. And I want you to introduce yourself. He has a message for you, and ask him who he is first.
It's an angel.
Ah, very good. And so I'm glad he's in a suit, so he doesn't look like anything too crazy. And ask him what his name is.
He's not telling me his name.
Ah, no problem. As long as you know he's an angel, so that means he's of love and light.
Yes.
And you can feel that. He has a message for you. What's his message for you? Let's take that message first.
He's not giving me a message. He's telling me to come with him.
Ah, very good. Well, that's a message. That means come with him. So go ahead and let him take you with him.
It's my spirit. The body, because the spirit has left the body, and I'm going with the angel into this oval light.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And let him go ahead and guide you. And once you get to where you're going, tell me where you are once he gets there.
Well, afterwards, it's a white. As soon as I walk in with him, it just shines white, and I don't see anything else.
Oh, beautiful. So you're in the presence of just all whiteness, yes? And is he there with you?
No, I can't see anything. I can't move either. I'm just seeing a bright white light shining everywhere.
Oh, beautiful. And does the light hurt your eye?
No. It's like the entire room's the lights.
Understood. And ask that light, I want you to talk to the light, is the light source? Is it the source of all things? It'll answer.
No, it's like a room.
Did you ask the question, yes or no?
Yes.
And did you get a response?
No.
Okay. So, once again, I want you to ask the light. You say do you see a light in the room, or just, I know you say everything is just like white, but
no, I don't see a light in the room. Everything's it's like a white room that's bright.
oh, okay, very good.
But it's like when you turn on a lamp, it's that color light.
Ah, very good. Well, in that light, there are some of your guardians and some of your guides, and your higher self is also in that light. What I'd like you to do is ask the light to send out your guardian first, a guardian angel, one that's with you all times, watching you while you're here on the earth, and just ask them to come forward. Is there someone coming forward?
Yes.
Ah, very good. And as they're coming out of the light, what do they look like?
It's another angel. It's a woman.
Ah, very good. And she has a message for you as well. What is her message?
Continue on the path that I've been taking.
Continue on the path that you're taking. Very good. And Long, slow, deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Let it release. Go ahead and share it. It's okay.
She was saying my name. My name now.
And what is she saying about your name?
That the path I should take is the path of the righteous man. And I have to not only be guided, but guide others.
Very good. So you're here on the planet to be a guide? Is that through example?
To help lead people to save themselves.
Is it through example?
No.
And how would you do that? How would you lead and guide people?
Action. Through actually telling them and helping them.
And what would you be telling people that would help guide them in a positive, loving manner?
She told me that I'll find out when the time is right.
Very good. And ask the light, how many times have you been to the planet Earth?
Twice.
You've been twice? And would this be your second time here to the planet?
The first time is when I was like Shogun. The second time is now.
Very good. And what brought you to the planet in the first place?
Another soul.
A soulmate or a friend of yours was here and you decided to join them?
No, I was put here to.
Oh, understood. Are you here to help in the ascension process of the planet? The planet's rising in vibration to help people to get through this process? Very good. And where were you before you decided to come to the planet Earth to help in this ascension process?
Here. I was in a
Very good.
darkness.
Are you a light being?
Mortal.
You're mortal in your human body, but are you immortal outside of your body? I have a feeling that you're thinking and thinking and thinking and trying to make sense of what they're saying, and opposed to saying what they're saying, you're saying what you're thinking. I want you to let your ego put it to the side and just listen to whatever the angel says and just repeat it or whatever they show you. Don't try and make sense of it because you're struggling. I can tell. You're like, oh, I don't know. Go ahead. What is she saying? Anything, even no matter how crazy it sounds. You can make sense of it later.
She's pointing.
Very good.
She's pointing to the wall, saying the path I need to take is the one to help our people.
Very good. And ask her, what is your future in Islam? In the nation?
The same path. To help lead our people.
And when she says our people, Does she mean the entire human race and not just one sect of people, but everyone?
Yes.
Very good. And Mr. Hank, or your Uncle Hank, he told you that God was all things, or Prime Creator was all things, even him and his best friend and the couch that you're laying on. Ask them, is that true? Is Prime Creator everything that exists? She'll answer.
She says we have the ability to become gods. We can make and create things from things that are alive.
Oh, very good.
Spiritual energies. You have to believe.
So your belief makes your reality then?
Anything you can think of, you can create.
Oh, very good. And is what we put out into the universe what comes back to us?
Yes.
In our experience?
We will all be judged for our actions.
And who judges us? Ourself from what we've done in each incarnation?
No.
So you believe you're saying that she's telling you that you're going to be judged? If all things are God and we are all one, how is there somebody else other than yourself that's going to judge you? And you ask her exactly that. I'm sure she can hear me.
There is a higher being than us that lives in the seventh heaven.
Uh-huh.
He goes by many names.
Very good.
He's the God.
We call him Prime Creator, or the source of all creation. And are you connected to that source?
Yes.
Are you separate from that source?
No.
That's a question. There we go. Why'd you just scrunch your face up? What happened?
Back of my head. It feels weird.
Very good. You're getting a download of energy because that was a big truth you just displayed there. What I want you to do is take a long, slow, deep breath once again and release it. Is she still there?
Yes, saying Allah has a plan for all of us.
Very good.
Plan for me. And I'm supposed to help our people rise above themselves.
Very good.
Stop the hating. Help bring peace back.
And that's going to actually happen. And will it happen in your lifetime?
Part of it. This process take years because of all the evil in the world.
It'll take years for many, though.
Yes.
And with this being the second time that you've come to this planet, what is your particular purpose or gift that you're to use to help in this plan?
I can hear him at times.
Oh, very good. And are you supposed to write it down or record it and let other people hear these messages?
No, not yet.
Very good.
I can hear him from my father's voice.
Understood.
He calls my name.
And when do you hear this message? When do you hear this?
When it's necessary. When usually I hear it when I'm laying down in bed or being lazy.
Close your eyes. What were you looking at when you opened your eyes? Could you see something in front of you?
No, but I still see everything that's going on.
Even with your eyes open?
Yes.
Very, very good. Very, very good. And what is that voice normally saying to you then?
He's calling my name, and I know I have to get up and do something, be productive.
And have you been productive?
When I'm called, I stop being lazy, or I do things I know I'm supposed to be doing.
Very good. And what is she wearing? What does she look like there?
Golden dress, black hair. She's light skinned as well, in the form she's speaking to me in.
Very nicely. And ask her, does she foresee you having a normal life by getting married and having children and going that route? Does she foresee that for you in this linear existence? And go ahead, and I want you to close your eyes and take a long, slow, deep breath as you listen to this answer. What is she saying?
Yes.
She foresees you with the wife and kids?
Yes.
Very good. Could they actually introduce you to your first child? I know they're there.
No.
Not going to let you see them ahead of time?
No, not yet.
Very good. But they are there though, aren't they?
I can feel them.
They already exist, don't they?
They will when the time is right.
Very good. Very, very good. And I want you to leave this scene. I want you to leave this scene. And you're going to go just pulling away from the scene. And you're very grateful to be in the room. So let's just go ahead and step out of the room. And I want you to give her your love for her love. Your love for coming through. And also the gentleman who came through as well is probably outside the room just smiling. And I want you to go ahead and give him thanks as well. And we're going to leave that scene. Now let's drift away from that scene, drifting and floating away from that scene, leaving the woman and the man there to continue on their journey, leaving the angels there in peace. And they will always be in peace and always find the peace that they're supposed to. We're leaving them to continue on their own path. Now I want all the consciousness and personality of Ajoni to once again return and fully integrate back into his body. May I speak?
I was here after I died. I came back. But it spoke to me. Now I just see blackness.
Very good. I'm just going to pull you totally out of that scene. And when you say you're here, you're back here where?
I can't believe. I feel like I'm floating around my own consciousness.
Very good. So just pay attention to what I'm saying and try not to think too much. I just want you to keep floating. I want you to say your name out loud, nice and clear.
Ajoni Farad Muhammad.
Ajoni. Did I pronounce that properly?
Ajoni.
Ajoni.
Yes.
May I speak to Ajoni's subconscious, please?
Yes.
I have permission to speak to Ajoni's subconscious?
Yes.
I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Ajoni's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to him in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes that he has ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Ajoni to see today. You chose to bring him to the life as a Shogun warrior. Why did you show him that?
It's what he wanted to know.
It's what he wanted to know.
Yes.
Very good. And what was the significance of that lifetime?
It answered his questions and shown him what he needed to do.
Did it also prove to him that the life that he's in right now is not the only life that he's ever lived?
Yes.
And is he living that life right now multidimensionally at the same time, simultaneously to this life? Are they both happening at the same time?
No.
So when was that lifetime happening? Is that considered the past?
Yes.
Very good. And when you brought forward the angel, first the gentleman, why didn't he speak to you?
He was just the guide to the door.
Ah, he was just the guide to the door. And then when the beautiful woman who came out in the golden dress, why were you able to have a communication with her?
It was meant to be. She relayed the message that she was told to.
And she only told him what he's ready for and ready to understand. Is that correct?
Yes.
Ah, very good. Part of this process that we're doing that I'm sure he's totally familiar with is called quantum healing hypnosis. Could you please scan his body from head to toe and let us know if there's anything that he would possibly need to work on or that he needs to be informed of? Is that possible?
Yes.
And are you scanning his body now?
Yes.
Very good. And while you're scanning his body, may we still ask questions?
Yes.
Very good. Today, for the first time, he's met his Uncle Hank. Was it meant for him to meet Uncle Hank and do what we're doing now?
Yes.
And is your higher self familiar with your subconscious? Are they familiar with Hank?
No.
Very good. Very, very good. And are they still scanning your body?
Yes. My body is heating up.
It's heating up?
Yes.
Very nicely. And is there anything so far that they want you to be focused on or anything?
Besides my goal, my path, no.
I mean physically with your body. Is everything, all your systems seem to be working just fine?
Yes.
Very good. And do they have any advice or anything, your subconscious, the biggest advice and best advice they could possibly give you before you come out of this? What do they have to say to you? What does your subconscious have to say to you?
Be right. Live right. Don't do anything foolish.
Very good. And ask them, what would they consider something foolish that you might do?
Put yourself in danger.
Very good. Very, very good. Are they showing you things?
No.
Very good. Alrighty. Are you finished scanning his body?
Yes.
Very good. And is there anything that he needs to be concerned with?
No.
Ah, very good. Very, very good. Now I'm asking the subconscious to recede where it belongs with much love and thanks for the help and the information that it's been giving.